Hello my precious jewels, welcome and welcome back to my channel. It's Julie, and if you like makeup tutorials, makeup hauls, makeup reviews, first impressions, and all things beauty, then you've come to the right channel. In today's video, I'm going to be using some of the products that I purchased during the Sephora savings event. I'm going to be testing out new products, trying to get these videos out for you before the sale is over. So in today's video, I'm going to be using the Urban Decay Face Bond Waterproof Foundation up to 24 hours and 3% niacinamide. I have the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Melting Bronzer and Sculpting Stick. I have this Rare Beauty Positive Light Silky Touch Highlighter in the shade Reveal. And I also have the Tower 28 Concealer. I used this in the last video, and I'm not sure how I felt about it, so I want to try it again. So hopefully this video is something that you guys are interested in seeing, and you will stay tuned for the entire video. If you've been to this channel before and you like my content, please give the video a thumbs up before we even get started. And yeah, that's it. I'm gonna carve out my brows and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back, and I'm gonna use this Makeup by Mario Neutrals palette again. I think it's a really nice palette. It's a lot different than what I'm used to. It's his latest palette, and I just wanted to try it, and I actually like it. So I'm gonna do my eyes with this palette. It's gonna be something quick because our focus is really gonna be on the foundation. So this is shade number MN8. This one, a nice kind of deep brown. It has a lot of payoff, but they're like really cool tones, even though he calls them neutrals. But to me, they're very cool. I'm not used to wearing a lot of cool tone palettes, but this is a good palette for like everyday wear. Like if you go to work and you need something to put on every day that's not too overpowering, this is a good palette. So I actually really do like it. I might just use, I don't know, 2 shades. We're gonna see. I didn't realize this shade was so dark, but it's nice. It's definitely different, because you know I love color. So this is definitely different for me, but I do like it. All right, I'm gonna go into this lighter shade right here and blend out the edges with this one. This one is, I want to say MN number 6, because I just want to blend it out a little bit. Now we could add like a black in it, but I'm not gonna do that because I don't want to make it look like it's a nighttime eye. I want it to be a daytime eye. I could definitely see me using this palette, maybe even a lot, because yeah, I think I would use it a lot because it is just, you could throw on one color and just be out the door. I like that about it. Or you can do a glam look with it. So I can definitely see me using this. My face is so swollen today. I had pizza and the salt really has me swollen. Okay, let me get some lashes and put them on, and I'll be right back. But I definitely can see the swelling in my face. Okay, I'm back. That's our eyes. Our lashes are done. So this is the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Niacinamide Hue Drops. Your favorite dewdrops with a tinted twist. This multi-use brightening serum combines clinically effective skincare ingredients with a buildable bronzy finish. Niacinamide works to brighten the dullness and even tone. Centella Asiatica soothes and moisturizes the skin to reduce the appearance of redness, and hyaluronic acid deeply hydrates instantly and over time. Ethically sourced, light reflecting pigments instantly enhance the skin's natural tone and add glowing radiance without seeping into the pores. This bronzing serum is your go-to for an effortless, streak-free, sun-kissed glow. It says you can use as the final step of your daytime skincare routine. Dispense 1 to 2 pumps and blend onto your face and neck for a luminous all-over tint. Wear alone or combine with foundation for an extra bronzy boost, or apply to the high points of the face to highlight and contour. Okay, so this retails for $35, and it's a 1.35 ounce bottle. The bottle's glass, nice and heavy. I'm just gonna put 1 drop. That's a pretty bronzy shade. Let's see what it does for our skin. It smells so good. It smells just like the original. If you have the original Watermelon Dewdrops, then you will love this one because it smells exactly the same. I mean, like so much of a clean but fruity watermelon smell. I'm hoping that this is good enough as a primer because I'm not going to put another primer on because the foundation that we're trying, it just says make sure you moisturize good. I probably should put a primer. I think I'm just going to put one in my cheek area and around my nose. It smells so good. Now, do you guys see a glow? Let's give it a few minutes and see if we see a glow, but it doesn't look like it's doing a lot of glow. Like, is it more of a glow than my regular skin? I don't think so, because my skin was pretty glowy, but I think I do see something. I'm gonna put a little bit of this primer in here. This is the e.l.f. primer, the liquid poreless putty primer. I'm gonna put this here just in case. So far, the skin looks good. I don't see any super amount of glow, but it does have a nice glow, but nothing overly glowy. Should we try this Faux Filter Mango color corrector? We might as well. This is new. I purchased this during the sale as well. I'm not going to use a lot. I'm just going to put a little bit and maybe some under here. That is it. This Faux Filter corrector is very much like the Huda Beauty concealer. It's just that this is supposed to blur out hyperpigmentation a little bit more than the concealer because of the color. Like anything orange or red kind of blends out hyperpigmentation on deeper skin tones, and then like a light pinky or like a salmon color is good for people that are of lighter complexions. Like I always feel like I have dark circles to me. I don't always use a color corrector, just mostly if I'm doing like a super glam look, like if I'm going somewhere and I want like everything to be flawless, then I'll use color corrector. But I don't usually need it. Once I put foundation on and concealer, I'm usually pretty good. I think that's good. It blended in nicely. It blends in a lot better than the deeper orange one that I had. But that one was good too. It was just, it needed to be blended a little bit more than this one. This one gives a nice brightness to the under eye. Okay, I'm excited about this foundation. I think out of all of the foundations that I purchased, this one was the most exciting to me because I watched it on Instagram when they announced it. I was like, that might work for my oily skin. So let me just tell you about the claims. Okay, so this Urban Decay Face Bond Waterproof Foundation up to 24-hour wear plus 3% niacinamide and can't feel coverage. This is it. It retails for $40, so I received 20% off during the sale. And this comes in a lot of shades. It comes in 40 shades. It comes in 40 shades. It retails for $40, and I have the shade 31. Let me just tell you what the claims are. It says it's a matte finish, non-comedogenic, good for redness, medium coverage, good for acne, blemishes, good for dark spots. A lightweight waterproof foundation with the skincare benefits of a serum and self-setting powder for blurring effect and a medium coverage matte finish. It's good for sensitive skin. The niacinamide helps to improve the feeling of skin texture and minimize the appearance of redness, acne scars, blemishes, and pores. And it's a self-setting powder that reduces shine for a blurring, natural matte, smudge-resistant finish. Okay, I'm excited. I hope it's not like super matte, but just enough. Okay, so this is like a plastic bottle with a plastic cap, but it has like a squeezy tube, and there's like a sort of like a straw type of thing that's in the top. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm gonna put that amount. I'm gonna start there, and it doesn't have any sunscreen in it, so that's a good thing. Now I want you to look at the skin, at the pores. The pores are looking very smooth. That was because of that e.l.f. poreless putty. Okay, so I could have got a little bit darker of a shade because this is kind of orangey. But let's keep going because sometimes it'll oxidize and then turn into the shade that I need it to be, because it blended in really nicely on the back of my hand. So let's hope it does the same on my face. It feels nice going on. Lightweight, like a sort of wetness to it. Now the shade is definitely very orangey. From what I see, it looks very orangey. So let's go up here, and then we're gonna see if it oxidizes at all, which I'm hoping that it does, because this is not a natural color. Like I don't think I've ever seen anybody with an orange complexion. So why would these companies make foundations with an orange complexion? Nobody has an orange complexion, and this is very orange. Do you see that? Like very orange. It looks gorgeous on the skin though. It blended in nicely on the back of my hand, but it still looks a little orange. It has a nice coverage, but it's very, very, very orange. I'm not in love. I guess it's kind of oxidizing a little bit, but it's still very orange. We're gonna try to keep going and see. So the next thing I have is this Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Melting, Bronzing, and Sculpting Stick. It retails for $35. It has 7.9 grams and 2.28 ounces. It comes in 4 shades. Very pretty. Very luxe looking. It's plastic, but it looks metal. Very nice. Okay. It received 5 stars on Sephora. It says stick formula, natural finish, gluten-free, cruelty-free, a creamy, buildable, and blendable stick bronzer that provides natural looking warmth and dimension. It has vitamin E and squalene. It says it's free of parabens and mineral oils, and it's gluten and cruelty-free. Easy, creamy bronzer and sculpting stick gives you a natural looking second skin, warmth and dimension that smells as good as it looks. The formula is lightweight and blendable. It won't disturb makeup, and it gives a natural finish and is made with skin-loving ingredients. Okay, so to me, I think that this is very, very orangey. Like really orangey. There's no brown in this, but we're gonna keep going. Oh, this smells like chocolate. Okay, let's see how much product is in here. That's a nice amount of product. Oh, it smells like chocolate. Like you could just eat it. Like really just, let's see how creamy it is because it looks kind of stiff. Look at that, it goes on nicely. Very nice. It's very, very creamy. It's very windy outside, so if you hear the wind, it's the weather down here. Okay, I'm gonna go in with this V108 brush and start blending. It's blending in very nicely. Okay. I really do like the way it's blended in, and it's not removing the product, so that's wonderful. Like it's not removing the product that's under it, so that's great. Love that. So pretty on the skin. So this is supposed to be self-setting. I don't know how long it takes for it to set, but it has not set yet. Right now it's sticky, and I'm talking about the foundation. The foundation is supposed to be self-setting, so we're going to give it a few more minutes to set because we want to see if it's everything that they said that it is. I'm trying to make sure that I blend everything in as much as needed because sometimes I don't, and I like see it when I'm editing and I'm like, oh my god. I mean, the skin looks pretty. I just don't know if I like this shade. Like I feel like I need something that's more chocolatey. I'm gonna get the Too Faced. I'm gonna pick this up and just do. This is in the shade Chocolate Lava. I don't think I even said that, but this is in the shade Chocolate Lava. I love the ease of use with this. It's very creamy, and I love the smell of it. I'm taking my favorite contour brush and blending this out. That one is no joke. It's still not set. Tap this out. I don't want my fingerprints in it when it finally does dry down. Now, when a foundation says that it's self-setting, to me, I feel like it should dry down. It shouldn't be where it's coming off. So we're gonna see. Yeah, still a little tacky. It doesn't say how long it takes to dry down, but we're gonna keep going. I'm gonna try this concealer again. This is the Tower 28 concealer. I wanna try it again. I wasn't super happy with it the other night. It wasn't the concealer though. I think it was the fact that I didn't do a highlight. Now this shade is very orangey as well. This shade number 15 called Samo from Tower 28. To me, I see like an orange undertone. And I want to try the lighter color, which is this color, Pally, this one. So see the difference in the two shades? There's definitely a difference. Now I don't know how long we can let this dry down, because it's like my second time wearing it, but really my first time trying it, like really trying it. So we're gonna see. And the face, just so you know, is still sticky. This is my E8 brush by Morphe. It blends in very nice though. And because the foundation is not dry, it's making everything kind of sticky. Like even blending in this concealer, you can feel the stickiness on the skin. So in my opinion, you really do have to set it with some kind of powder. But it looks good on the skin and it's not super matte looking, so I like that. Yeah, everything feels a little sticky. I feel like I need a little bit more of the brighter one, just a little bit. Okay, so it does not completely dry down, because you figure now after about 10 minutes of having it on, if it was gonna dry, it would be dry. But that's okay. It still looks good. It looks very good. I just don't know about the color. It looks just a little orangey, like it oxidized a slight bit, but not a whole lot. Okay, I'm gonna go in with my Charlotte Tilbury. If you look at my finger, you can see where I touched and some product came off. So you definitely have to set it. I don't know if it needs to be set as much as you would normally set it with a product that doesn't say it's self-setting, but I'm gonna set it because I don't know. This might turn out to be a wear test because I don't know. I don't think it is, because I have to film something else and I'm gonna be taking glosses off with. Anyway, this is me setting the under eyes, and I'm gonna give you my thoughts on this concealer at the end, but I do have some thoughts on it. So far, the makeup is looking gorgeous. I'm loving it. I think the skin looks beautiful. I'm not sure about the color, but I guess the color looks okay. And I think once we get all our products on our face, then we should be okay. So I ordered another one. I'm waiting for it to come. So right now, I'm gonna just set my under eyes with the Hourglass translucent powder. I'm hoping that they make a deeper shade. Now that they have this deep, translucent deep, I hope that they make a deeper shade, because the one that they came out with last summer, the dark one, it wasn't real dark. I think it was like medium deep or something like that, but it wasn't deep enough for me. It was a beautiful, beautiful powder, but I just wanted it to be deeper, and I didn't feel like it was geared towards my complexion. Like I could get away with it, but it wasn't what I needed it to be, so I didn't keep it. Because I feel like this chocolatey one that I'm going to put on my face is perfect. They need to come out with a loose powder in that same shade, because that one is gorgeous. So milk chocolatey. I'm really loving this Hourglass Vanish powder. This is in the shade, I just said it, translucent deep. I'm gonna set the rest of the face with this powder. This powder is gorgeous. So far it's gorgeous, and I like it for like an all over powder. Like I would use my Dior No Makeup or the Sephora. Like I really just like, it's a very thin formula, but it's gorgeous on the skin, and it will just set everything. Just look at how pretty it looks. It's not a lot of coverage, but it's good. Look at that. So pretty. Yes, I love it. I love it, the way it feels, because it feels like nothing, and it looks beautiful on the skin. So yes, Hourglass, please come out with this same shade, but in your loose powder. I'm gonna spray. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use this Benefit, the Professional Super Setter Setting Spray, one of my favorites. The mist is good, but sometimes I feel like I need more because it comes out so lightly. I just want to make sure that I'm covering everything. This makeup looks gorgeous. This skin looks gorgeous. It really, really does. I want to just get in here. But when I tell you this makeup looks gorgeous, from what I can see, it looks beautiful. I'm going to use my NARS bronzer because this is my favorite. I love this bronzer. It's so good. This is the NARS Laguna 8. I just love the shade of this. I love the formula. I love the blendability. And it's just gorgeous. Gorgeous. I don't think that there's any other bronzer that I've tried that does what this one does for me. I found a affordable dupe that's very, very close. But yeah, this is gorgeous. I don't know how I'm gonna fix this baby here, but I'll make it work. Just look at how beautiful that color is on the skin. Just gorgeous. Really, really gorgeous. Okay, so I'm gonna take the eyeshadow palette, a smaller brush than I used the last time, just to smoke out the bottom. So I'm gonna use this shade and this shade. I really didn't think that his shadows were gonna be so powdery. So much kick, like the formula is super, super soft. It's nice, but it's very, very soft. I'm gonna go in with a lighter shade, this one and that one. And I'm gonna try to buff it out with the smaller brush. It's a little more precise. Yeah, I think that's good. It's not too much, but it's enough. This is my House Labs matte beige pencil. I know it kind of makes me look a little sick sometimes, but that's all right. I like it. It just brightens up the eye look. It gives like a little pop. I'm going to use the Fenty mascara. I don't know if I told you guys I have this on my lips. I like it. It has like a sweet taste to it. It's the Ulla Hendrickson Pout Preserve Peptide Lip Treatment with cocoa butter, acai, sterols, peptides, a hydrating lip treatment, and cocoa cream. I really like it. I bought all 3 of the flavors. I just didn't try the other 2 yet because I wanted to see how this was before I even opened it. So far I'm loving it. That's what we have right now. I meant to contour my nose. Let me do that before I go any further. I'm using this. It's the NARS Laguna 8. I just love it. I'm going to take this brush and just pat this all in. This powder. I have the new House Labs Color Fuse blushes. I have the color Fire Moon. And I have the color French Rosette. I'm going to show you what they look like side by side. These are the new smaller blushes. This is what the 2 colors look like. Side by side, they are very similar. So I had purchased the Pomelo Peach as well, right? Yeah, I had purchased the Pomelo Peach, but I think I'm not going to keep it because it looks very close to this other one. Let me show you. So I think the one that's called French Rosette. So that's the shade of the outside, right? Both of them together. And then inside, the shades are very similar. This one is just, they're so small I can, okay, so if you look at them, this one right here, which is French Rosette, is a little bit deeper. And this one is the Pomelo Peach. So I think that I'm gonna take the Pomelo Peach back and I'm gonna just keep the French Rosette and the Fire Moon. So we're gonna be using both of them today because I want to see what they look like on. I just think this is a gorgeous, gorgeous shade. These retail for, I want to say $32 now. I think they actually used to be $42 or $38. I can't even remember what they used to cost. They're now half the size of what they used to be. So I know that it's still not equivalent to what the cost was. Like, yeah, so these are $32. And I want to say they were $42 or $38. So they took $6 off, but then you took half of the product away. So as much as I like Lady Gaga's products, I think that was kind of like gypping people, because to me, you took $6 off and you took half the product away. How does that equate to being fair? It doesn't, but you know, I like her products, but I don't know that I will continue to buy these blushes, because I feel like there was no reason for them to change the size. Like, what was the purpose? People were paying the price for the blushes. The blushes are gorgeous. Just keep it the way it was and give us the product that you were giving us. So this is the Fire Moon on my cheeks, and I think it's gorgeous. Look at that. It's very everyday, like very everyday makeup. Very subtle. It packs a nice punch of color, and it's just so pretty. And I love the fact that they don't accentuate the pores. Now, if I used a blush brush that was more dense than this, just know the payoff would be a lot greater. But this is what we're using today. Just giving enough color. We don't need a super amount of blush, because you can see that. You can see it really well. And I don't really necessarily have to use this one, but I'm going to put a little bit of this one on top just to see if you notice a difference. Oh yeah. See, that one is pigmented also. And this one is the French Rosé. Gorgeous. The combination of the two of them put me in the mind of the Givenchy Prisme Libre. Yeah, that's gorgeous. I love that. That's so pretty. Okay, so that's both of them together. I knew I was going to keep these because I just think they're so pretty. And I don't really have anything that's like this. I probably do, but you know, that's how I make sense of it in my mind. Okay, so now I have this, and I want to try this. This is the Positive Light Silky Touch Highlighter in Reveal by Rare Beauty. So that is what the packaging looks like. This is the little component. It's so cute. It's beige. I love her nude colors. Now this is what this highlighter looks like. I'm so excited to try this color because this color is gorgeous. You know how I love highlighter. I said I wasn't going to put a whole lot. I'm just going to put it here. Okay, so right off the bat, I'm going to tell you, this reminds me of the one that I have by House Labs in Fire Opal. It's exactly the same thing as the Fire Opal. Yeah, that's exactly what this is. Let me show you what I'm talking about. It's very pretty, but it's exactly, they're exactly the same. Do you see that? Exactly the same. This is pretty, but like, why would I need another of the exact color? The color is gorgeous, and the formula is very nice. I mean, if you don't want to pay the price of House Labs, because it's more pricey than this, then I could see you going to get this, but it's not the same exactly. I mean, it's nice. To me, it shows a little more texture than the House Labs. Yeah, it's not as smoothing to the skin as the House Labs, but I'm not loving it. Like, it's not making me, I'm not overwhelmed by it because I already have the House Labs, so I don't necessarily need this. So, like I said, if you don't have the House Labs Fire Opal, then okay. But if you do have it, then you definitely don't need the other one. I like the House Labs better. That's just my opinion. Yeah, I thought that I would show you guys this today to see what it looked like, and I did not realize that they were the same color until I put it on. I think it's pretty, but it's not necessary. Now, I bought another highlighter, the highlighter from House Labs the other day. This one right here from House Labs, Moonstone. I loved it the other day, and this is giving me a really warm look in the face. So I'm gonna put a little bit of this on because I loved it the other day. It was so gorgeous. Just a little bit. That's the color. It's gorgeous. It really is. This is like such a beautiful shade. I think it'll wake up any look. Like, I can see me wearing this Moonstone a lot. It's so pretty. See the difference and what it did to my face? I love it. It's so pretty. It's like I can't. I love that. I just think it's better than that orange. So that was that. I do have one lip that I purchased. Let me go and get it. I'm gonna put a little bit of this in a corner. This color is so good, it makes me want to buy a second one. Because I feel like if she is making the blushes smaller, she's probably going to do the same thing to the highlighters. Okay, let me spray the face one more time. Okay, so this is what our face is looking like so far. So I have these Anastasia Beverly Hills Lip Velvet Rouge. I have it in Peachy Nude and Parchment. Now, I purchased these before, right? I cannot find them in my studio. I know that they're in here, and I'm gonna be mad because I'm gonna have two of the same color. I don't think I got the color Peachy Nude. I know I remember seeing the one called Parchment. I just wanna take this off my lips. Okay, so these Anastasia of Beverly Hills Lip Velvets, they're saying that they are the best lip formula out there. So this comes in 6 shades and it retails for $24. We're gonna try them today. So I do have Anastasia Beverly Hills lip liner. I actually purchased these during the sale in the fall and I never touched them again. So I have a lot of stuff that I get and then I never touch it again. But people like the lip liners. So we're gonna try this. This is in the shade Chai. It's not super deep and it's more of like a burgundy brown. I wanted to try to stick with something Anastasia for the lips. I guess I was pressing too hard. The pencil is nice and it's nice and creamy. I'm trying to use that point. I hate to waste it. It's so much wind blowing outside. I feel like they must have left my fence open when they cut my grass because I keep hearing something rattling on the side of my house. I need to go check it out. That is our liner so far. We may change it. We may change it, but that's what we got so far. So I have Parchment and I have Peachy and they're 2 different shades. So I'll probably use the darker one on the outside and the lighter color on the inside. Now these I did purchase during the sale. I just, like I said, I was like, I know I have them. Like I hate to open them and I know I have them. It feels nice. It smells nice. Now, they feel pretty comfortable on the lips, like really comfortable. Let me tell you the claims. Okay, they feel really comfortable, nicely pigmented. And it says, it's a matte finish without parabens, liquid formula, cruelty-free, a velvet smooth lip mousse with weightless, full pigment, true matte color, cushioned, comfortable wear, and a smoothing lip finish. Now what it doesn't say is that it's long wearing. It doesn't say that. Yeah, it doesn't say that it's long wearing. We're gonna try this shade too in the center of the lip. You know I like to do an ombre lip when I can. So pretty, very nice. I like that, but I want a little more of the dark one now, just a little bit. We definitely need some more lip liner. I think the lips look nice, but it needs a darker liner. I'm gonna put some Trendsetter on. That is better. I'm gonna use a gloss. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Honey Kiss Gloss. So far, I think the makeup looks very nice. It's like a, oh, like a gold. This gloss was very sticky, very sticky. I thought the colors were pretty with the gloss. I am gonna go comb this hair and I'll be back to go over everything that we have on this face. Okay guys, I'm back and this is our finished look. I'm gonna add a darker liner on my lips because I'm just not satisfied with these lips. I'm actually gonna use this Haus Labs Deep Cocoa Matte Lip Liner because I already used like 2 different lip liners and I'm just not satisfied. So let's go with something a little bit darker. Make these lips stand out a little bit more. Okay, I guess that's a little bit better. It is a little bit better. Okay, so this is my final look. I don't think you can see my hair because it's pretty high, but it's about the skin. It's not about the hair. So I want to just start with the first thing that I used on my face, which is this Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Niacinamide Hue Drops in the shade Sun Glow. This is a sister to the original Watermelon Dewdrops. It smells exactly the same. It's just that this has a nice bronzy glow to it, and I think it's good. Like, I don't know how much of a glow that I saw because my skin was already glowy from my moisturizer and everything, but I thought it looked pretty good. So it played nice under the makeup, I will say that. I'm going to keep trying it out. I mean, you can't go wrong with something with a glow. It's not too much glow, because you know how sometimes you find products that are so glowy that you're like, oh my god, I gotta tone it down. You don't have that problem with this, so I thought it was really nice. It's just good to have in a collection. It has some skincare properties, and it just really made the skin look nice and smooth. Maybe, I don't know. I didn't really get a lot from it yet, so let's see. Over the next couple of weeks, I'm gonna see how it is as far as the glow. Maybe I'll do a side-by-side comparison on the two different glows that you get from the two different products, the Hue Drops and the Dew Drops. So maybe we'll do that coming up. Okay, so I wanted to try this Makeup by Mario Neutrals palette again. For so many years, I was scared to buy his palettes because I tried that second, I think it was like the second palette that he came out with. It was like a shimmery palette around holiday time. I didn't love it. It wasn't pigmented enough for somebody of my complexion. So for me to be able to wear this and really actually enjoy it, like these shades that I have on my eyes, it's only two of them. It's one on the lid and then one to blend it out. But I like it. Like it just looks like nothing. Like it looks like an everyday natural look. And I really like that. Sometimes you don't want like a really glam look. You just want a me only better look. So, well, me only enhanced. You know, some people may get offended if I say better. But I mean, to me, like I feel when I put my makeup on, it makes me look better. To me, it's me only better. I definitely like this palette. I didn't think I was gonna like it. I was like, oh, I don't know, but it's really good. And I would think because I have a deeper skin tone that it wouldn't look good, but it really looks nice. So I do recommend this. So you might want to pick this up before the sale is over. And this is the one that just came out recently, not the first one, which is just the Master Matte. This is the Master Matte Neutral. Now, one thing I will tell you about these shadows, they're very softly panned. So you get a lot of kickback from them, but they do have a nice amount of color payoff. So yeah, I like that. I tried this new foundation, which is the Urban Decay Face Bond Foundation. This foundation is supposed to have up to 24-hour wear. It has 3% niacinamide, and it's supposed to be a no-feel product. Now, I will definitely say you don't feel it. It's also supposed to be a self-setting foundation. It remained tacky for like 20 minutes. You definitely have to set it lightly. Like you don't want it where you touch your face and the makeup comes off because it didn't completely dry down. So to me, it's not self-setting because I was able to touch my face a few different times. I did it in minute intervals, you know, like a few minute intervals, and it still was tacky. So I wound up setting it with my, not my normal powder, but I did set it with a light powder, which I'm going to share with you in a minute. But I do like this. I would like to see if they have a different color. Like I think the shade looks actually good once I had everything on, but it was a little orangey, but a lot of foundations are until they settle in on my skin for some reason. So I actually think it looks pretty good. So that was our foundation. Then I used the Faux Filter color corrector in the shade Mango. So I put this under my eyes and under my chin to like just neutralize my hyperpigmentation, especially under my chin. And I liked it. It blended in very nicely. I mean, the eyes are still just as smooth as they normally would be when you put this on. This is very much the same formula as the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Concealer, which I love. Yeah, this is my second time buying one of these. I bought this one right here, which is Papaya, and then I wanted one that was just a tad bit lighter, which is the Mango. So I have Papaya and Mango, just in case you were interested in knowing. I only use the Mango on my face. Okay, then I use these two Tower 28 concealers. Now, I think these concealers are okay. When I was putting them on and just blending them out, it did have a little bit of like lines. Like if you look at it now, it's still lines. It wasn't super smooth like I was expecting it to be. As much as people talked about these concealers, I really expected them to be super hydrating and smooth under the eye. And I mean, they're okay, but there's nothing to write home about. I mean, they're okay. If you're looking for a concealer, I wouldn't necessarily recommend these to you. I mean, they're nice, but it's nothing special about them. Like, they don't even work as good as the e.l.f. concealer. And it was a few different people that I heard them say it was a mixture of the Haus Labs and e.l.f. So not true, because I love both of those, and these were just okay to me. Yeah, so then I used the Too Faced Cream Bronzing Stick. It's called the Melting Bronzing and Sculpt Stick in Chocolate Lava. It smells like chocolate. I mean, like, it makes you hungry chocolate. It really blended out very nicely. It had a nice color payoff, and I would definitely recommend this. It was just as good as the Makeup Atelier. Like, it blended out just as seamlessly as that one did. So I don't know. I'm going to keep trying both of them if there's a major difference. But this one was $35 and that one is $48. But the color payoff was nice. I liked it. So, and I love the little added touch of chocolate, because I love chocolate, which is probably not a good thing because it will definitely make you hungry. Okay, I just wanted to give an honorable mention to this Anastasia Brow Freeze Gel, because I did use this on my brows. I'm loving this product. Like, I don't want to do my brows without it. It definitely holds the shape. It makes the shape more pronounced. It lays the brows down and it keeps them in place. Like, I don't have to keep going in and retouching them. So I'm really loving this product. I actually did order a full size, so it's coming. And I think I picked one up in the store too. So I probably have two of them. I shopped online and I shopped in store, and a lot of stuff I was like, oh wait, I already ordered this, but whatever. So some of it is going back to the store. Yes. Okay, so then I used these two blushes from Haus Labs. These blushes are so gorgeous. I use French Rosette and Fire Moon. They are gorgeous little miniature blushes. That's what I'm going to call them, because I'm so used to the regular size. I still, for the life of me, cannot understand why they changed the size. I'm going to keep saying that. But anyway, this one is more of a browner tone and this is more of a peachy tone. And I love both of them. They're very nice together. They're very nice separately. And I love them. So I definitely recommend these. So if you didn't pick up any Haus Labs blushes and you're looking for a good blush, these are really, really nice. They're just as good as the original formula. So I love them. And then I used my latest Haus Labs highlighter, which is this Moonstone highlighter. I love this highlighter. It's so beautiful. You would think that something so like white or silvery wouldn't look good on a deeper skin tone, but that's not true. I actually have it in my inner corner, and I put a little bit on my cheeks. So I love this. This is gorgeous. I just love the formula of the Haus Labs highlighters and blushes. I really, really do. So I definitely recommend that. If you don't have a highlighter in that color, then you may want to invest in it, or in a similar shade. I use, and this I didn't purchase today, but I used this to set my under eyes, right? So I don't know, like, it actually set pretty nicely. I think it was the concealer. Like, I just, for some reason, wasn't loving the concealer, but I did use this Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder under my eyes. Then I used the Hourglass Vanish Airbrush Pressed Powder in Translucent Deep. First of all, this little compact is so freaking cute. The shade is gorgeous. It's like a real chocolatey brown. I'm loving it. I used it to set my face all over, and it's gorgeous. Like, I hope that Hourglass comes out with a shade that is like this in the loose powder, because the loose powder that they came out with last summer was not this shade. This shade is gorgeous. So I really do like this, and I'm gonna keep it. I actually ordered a lighter shade to try to set my under eye. So it actually was delivered while I was filming, but I have to go to the mailbox and get it. So I'm super excited to try that. So we use these Anastasia of Beverly Hills Velvet Liquid Lips. I mean, I didn't love them at all. I think that the formula was nice. It was very smooth. I guess it was comfortable, but so were a lot of the other liquid lips that I tried. I don't know what's so good about them, but it looked okay. I think it's more the tones of the liquid lips. To me, like, I like a pop of color on my lips, and I tried like 3 different liners, and I used the lip gloss, and it just didn't do it for me. So these are just okay. I mean, I'm sure if you have like the Fenty liquid lips, or if you have the Charlotte Tilbury liquid lips, then you're good. Like, really. And I used a Anastasia Beverly Hills lip gloss in the shade Honey Kiss. Now, I bought these the fall sale, and I swatched them, and then I never touched them again. I bought like 4 of them. I thought that I was gonna like them, and they were a little gooky. So even though I had it on my lips, I had orange, like some little oranges, but I didn't touch my lips with them. And my lips are not glossy at all. So, I mean, I'm not impressed with it. Oh, and then I did use one other thing, which was this Positive Light Silky Touch highlighter in the shade Reveal. Now, I tried this today, and I was like, oh my god. Oh my god. I was like, oh my god, the color is gorgeous. So this is just what one use did to the product. And I used a very sparsely packed brush to dip in. It was nice, but I have a similar highlighter from House Labs called Fire Opal. If you have that, you don't need this. This was just okay. I don't like that it added some texture to my cheek area. Like, my cheeks were a lot smoother than this before I put this on. It's just okay. I have like, I think 3 other shades. Yeah, these are going, ooh, between the blush and the highlighter, I don't love their formula. The blushes look just like these highlighters, so I'm taking the ones that I did not open back to the store because I don't like them. That's just my opinion. They didn't work good on my textured cheeks. I mean, like, the cheeks look okay, but I mean, it's like a repeat of things that I have already, and I could really do without them. So, not that it's a bad product, it just didn't work that well for me. It's okay, but I don't love it. So, yeah. And I set with this setting spray right here, this Benefit Professional Super Setter setting spray. I love that setting spray. It's one of my favorites. Oh, and I also use my trusty NARS Laguna 8 bronzer. It's gorgeous. That's everything, guys. That is what I used. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Let me know what your thoughts are on this foundation, because I really thought that this color was going to be spot on. It was a little orangey, but I think it actually looks okay now. So I'll probably stick with it. It feels nice on the skin. It didn't do anything special. I would really have to try this outside when it's hot. But what I will tell you is it didn't stand up to being a self-setting foundation. Because if it does self-set, I don't know how long it takes, maybe 20 minutes. Because it didn't dry down. Like, I touched it probably over like a 20-minute period and it still wasn't dry. So yeah, it's okay. It looks gorgeous on the skin. But I don't know how it's going to hold up in the hot weather because I have oily textured skin. So I guess we will see. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up. Leave me a comment in the comment section and let me know your thoughts on this makeup. If you are not subscribed to the channel, I would love if you would subscribe. And if you like videos like this, I'm going to link another one on the screen so that you can click on and watch another one. And that's it, guys. I love you. You guys are so valuable to me. Like, you are so valuable to me. And I just love you guys. So every day I want to say a positive affirmation. So I say different affirmations to myself throughout the day. And I just want to let you guys know you are valuable to me. Yes. Like, I would say to myself, you are valuable. And I'm letting you know that you are valuable. I love you guys. See you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to leave me comments, suggestions, ideas. I love you guys.